Yesterday we seen how to use user add, user password, user group kind of stuff. And today, so that user management we should continue. But what I'm trying to show is, first of all, remote access. Remote access. Okay. Okay. So remote access. What is this remote access? Guys, look at here. This is my server. Either it is a Windows server or a Linux server. Mostly we are talking in a Linux. So we talk about a Linux server kind of stuff. So in a Linux is either it is a GI type based Linux or CLI based Linux. So these servers kept in a server room. These servers kept in a server room. Okay. And everything is connected to network, right? Server means there are inside of a server room, and of course there are in the network. If you want to work with the server, you have to go inside. You have to go inside of the server room. First of all, you need to take a physical authentication, not a network. Physical authentication means thumb impression, card swiping, or iris technology like this. Data center you want to enter, it's not much easy. You have to get a permission. Okay, then you can access the server physically like this. I am having a server directly. I'm looking at the server directly. I'm accessing, right? So that is physical access. Of course, that is a virtual machine, but it is physical access. Like that, I'm accessing my Linux PC. Either it is GI mod or a CLI mod Linux, or maybe I will access Windows server, or maybe access some other kind of server kind of stuff directly. If you go inside and accessing the server directly, that we call it as a out of band. Out of band. Band or bond, you can see out of bond also you can see. Okay, out of band. Okay, this is called a out of band, directly accessing the service. Now, just for example, I'm trying to put a normal diagram. Normally, I use a straight line only for showing it. We are all connected to network, but some people will get a doubts, or always we are using like this. But see, guys, these are all out of my server room, which is connected to network. Okay, so both the server room servers, and we are also connected to it. Okay, so this is a switch, that is a switch. Totally, we are all in a same network only. We are all in a same network only. Okay, if you want to access your server remotely from here, you want to access. Okay, you want to access from here to here, or here to here. You want to access. How to access? If you are accessing from here, you are accessing from here to here. Okay, like you are accessing this Linux PC from network. That type of, we call it as a in-band. I'll put a name here. It is you're accessing through network. This is in-band. That is in-band. If you are accessing through network in band. You're accessing directly out of band. Yes, understand in band and out of band?
Yeah, sir, got it, sir.
Okay. Now, to access in-band access, so we need a protocols, right? So remotely you're accessing means we have to require a certain protocols. Here it is, SSH, secure shell. Another one is telnet. Telnet. So in a Linux, by default we use SSH only. SSH only we are using. Okay. So another one is telnet. So telnet is non-encrypted format. SSH and telnet are both are same, but SSH is a secure one. Means that's the one type of protocol SSH, but it is having a security. Means encryption is there. Telnet is not have any security, but same as like that. RDP, remote desktop. If you have a Windows based operating system, we use RDP, remote desktop. Next step is VNC. Okay, different type of VNCs are there. So example VNC is the real VNC, Tiger VNC, type of lot of VNCs are there. Okay, so this is also used to access in a desktop based access. You can get it. Okay, not just a CLI. These two are a CLI based access. Nowadays, PowerShell is also coming into that remote access kind of stuff. PowerShell Direct kind of stuff. Okay. So these first three are a CLI based. These first three are a CLI based access. These two are GUI access. Means entire desktop you can able to view in a in this protocol, in this kind of stuff. My CLI is not able to clearly shown. Okay, so here it is. CLI. Okay. In this one, anybody will tell what is the port number for SSH. Port number for SSH. Last time I given a list of port numbers.
22, sir.
Very good. Very good. Port number for telnet.
23, sir.
Very good. RDP port number. 3389. Okay. So this is remote access. In this one, what we are doing is Linux is basically SSH based. Directly it is installed inside in the PC. So this is a SSH server, and we are accessing SSH through access like a SSH client device. You are accessing our remote server. For example, this is another Linux PC, just another Linux PC. Directly we can use Linux as a command. Okay, so another Linux or a Windows, it can be a Linux or Windows. You can use SSH in a command base. Directly we can able to access, or you can use an application called a Putty. Okay, I have a Windows system. In generally, I have a Windows system. So from Windows only we are accessing, right? So in Windows, we want to access. I use an application called a Putty. I can use application called a Putty. Through Putty, I can able to connect it. But this is SSH server. It has a key kind of stuff like RSA token key is there. Okay, so we have a lot of things like a key, public key, private key. Okay, it's having a public key and private key is also there. Okay, so that story again I will tell. Here it is. First of all, what to do? First, log in as a root in a PC. Okay, so in your Linux, log in as a root. You can log in as a anything, no problem. So you can log in as a root. Okay. So every user, you have to do it. Actually, we are doing with the only root, but we are not doing with other users. But you can do with any user or all users. Okay. To like a which user you are giving access remotely, like that. Okay. So first starting with the root. First of all, you have to use the commands like ls space -a. Next, ssh hyphen keygen. ssh hyphen keygen. First, you have to generate the key. Again, ls space -a, ls space dot ssh. So these are the things you have to do it. In a key generation, so you have to do only enter only. Okay, nothing to do. Any question it is asking, nothing. So no need to put any password kind of stuff. By default only we are using. If you want to change anything in future, that's your vision. So it generate two keys. So when you see like this, you can able to see the key list. Two keys are there. One with the .pub, another one is without .pub. That's it. Okay. Two keys files are there. So that's also we'll see first. Next, from our Windows, we can able to access. Okay. So go to our Windows system. So this is my Windows 10. I download Putty application. So then here it is. We have to check IP address, right? So IP address is ifconfig. Find out IP address. And put the IP address and port option is SSH. Okay, then you can connect it and login access kind of stuff. That's we will see. First of all, now before this one, I will show you one thing like what is the direct access kind of stuff. We'll see. Guys, I'm logging as a root first. Admin @123. So in my main PC, I log in as a root. Okay, so in my main PC, I log in as a root. Usually, when I in earlier classes, we after installation of operating system, immediately I will tell how to use the telnet and SSH kind of stuff. SSH, how to access with the SSH, Putty access. Why it is a blank screen? That is coming. Okay. So my network wise, it is good. So network troubleshooting also we have to check it. Okay, before that one. So I'm checking. Okay, it is my window. So remember this one, guys. I log in here. I putting who am I. So it is showing. I'm a root user. I log in here with the PTS 0 means in this terminal like this kind of terminal I log in. Okay, I'm doing this is the same physical machine. This is in the same machine. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to other terminals, physical terminals only. It means out of band only I'm doing. I'm doing first out of band, then we'll go to SSH connection. Okay, I'm doing Alt Control. I press F1, Alt Control F2. See, it is a black screen. Again, I'm going back. See, F1, Alt Control F2. Yes, sometimes if you are a laptop, it is in a function part. So F1, F2, there is another function. So please careful that one. Student 15A. Student 15A. See, it is a maybe it is very small letters. It is difficult to view it. Who am I? I'm a student 15A. Okay, for you, I'm going to F1. I'm putting a command who. Who means how many users are currently logged into your PC? How many users are currently logged into your PC? See, root is logged and user is also logged in. Root logged and also user is also another user is logged. Okay. So this is F1 first terminal. This is F2. I'm going to F3. Alt control F3. Mega Syam. Okay. It is Megasya my login. Who am I? I'm a Megasya. Okay. So what is my PWD? /home/ Megasya. F2. What is my PWD? /home/ student. Here it is the root. Who are login. So in a same PC, we log in with a 3 users with a 3 different terminals. I'm not switching anyone. I logged in with that users. I logged in with that users. You want to write a message for anything like maybe it is working here or not, I don't know. See, it is I got a message from there to here. So people are logging to same PC and they are writing a messages to each other. See, I got a message from student. Okay. Okay. So just for fun, I showed, but guys, look at here. I log in with root student Megasya. Of course, I can log in with the Gayatri, other users, which is I created yesterday. How? It is possible because Linux is multi-user, multitasking system. Understand, guys? Multi-user in same system, you can log in with the multiple users at a time. See, this is F3, right? F3, no, it's F2. This is F3, F4, F5, F6, F7. This is F1. Like 1 to 7 terminals are there. Okay, 1 to 7 terminals you can able to log in. EOF means end of the terminal. So how to exit from it means how to log out from the user like this. Give the exit command to log out. Now F1. Don't exit from here. Just put it here. I will show you that right kind of stuff if you want it. Right. Okay. Guys, understand? Auto ban, but I log in here with the different users, the same PC in the different terminal, and only one terminal is GUI terminal. Not all other terminals are CA terminal only. Because of Linux is basically CLI based. Understand that what I done? Who am I? No answer. Okay, next one. I log in as a root. I'm checking in my home directory ls space -a. For a represent all. See, ls is the, this is the output. ls space -a, this is the output. Okay. Now ssh-keygen. You can see .ssh folder is not here. .ssh folder is not here. It will be generated. ssh-keygen. So what I said, put enter only, because it is asking where you want to save your public files, private files, what are their names, like that. I'm not doing anything, just press enter. This is RSA token, fingerprint is generated. See, it's a fingerprint for recognizing each other. Okay, this is the some token kind of stuff is created. Okay, now ls space -a. So you can see .ssh folder is now appear. ls space .ssh. You can see two files. You can see two files. This is the private key. This is a public key. You want to see what is in the this particular thing. I use less command .ssh/id this RSA id underscore RSA. See, this is a encrypted key is showing here. It's a private key. Okay, it is a private key, beginning and ending of private key. Next one is public key. So this is a public key, like this. Okay, so what is the use of this public key? Public key is to make a connection from the public, okay. Not only these two guys, there is two more things will come up. One is like a known host. Okay, so here it is showing two things, right? It will show like this two things. Yeah, why it is very good. So these are the two files under this folder. This is the private key. This is public key. Okay. So not only these two things, two more things will be added. Okay. So two more things will be added. One is known for underscore host. Another one is yeah, everything share kind of stuff is there. So actually this known host file is, if you are connected, you are connecting to remotely. So you have a known files like that. Okay. So that's okay. So it is not showing here. That's another one. Anyway, it won't come here. Yeah. This is SSH part is completed. If config, find out the IP address. This is my IP address of my Linux PC, and make sure it is in your physical machine same IP type or not. Okay. So IP config in your Windows 10, check it. You are also getting same type of IP. Why we should verify? Because this IP address sometimes different, right? So copy that IP address, put it in your PC and check it. Are you able to communicate to this particular IP address or not? Ping 192.168.0.128 from your Windows 10 to Linux. And also same thing from Linux to Windows 10. Ping 192.168.0.137. That is my IP address. Okay. Already I verified. See, this is 137. Guys, in Linux, when you use a ping and IP address are a remote host, it's a continuous ping. See, the ping request is keep going. What to do? You have to limit the ping request. Like I want only 2 requests. So after 2 requests, it is completed. I want only 1 request. Only 1 request. 1 query. See, it is 2 queries. Here it is 1 query. You want 5 queries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed. Okay. So in a Linux, you have to control number of queries you want to get it. In Windows, by default, it shows 4 queries only. You want to change, you can change it, but here it is, that one. So that is how to ping it. So our part is completed. What our part is completed, guys? In Linux, ls space -a, key generator, enter, 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 finished. ls space -a, you can see .ssh is there. Go to .ssh, what is there? Find it. What is your IP address? Note down. That part is completed. Guys, understand up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In command prompt, so I'm trying to ping my Linux. It is better to ping from here to there to here. So make sure that both are working. Now download Putty. Download Putty. So how to download Putty? So go to very simple Putty. Download for Windows 10. Putty. Download for Windows 10. What are the name you put it? You'll get a putty.org. So go to this website. Download Putty. Download Putty. Click here. Okay. Next. Either you can download .msi like this. You can download this, or you can download directly .exe file. Our system is 64-bit system, so I'm downloading directly 64-bit system only. Okay. So I'm copying the direct address link like this. Okay. You can directly download using this link. Link. Okay. If someone is trying to install like this is a installation related one. Okay, so that's why I'm giving this is here. Okay, if you want to install in your PC like this is not required installation. No installation required for a .exe. So better use .exe for now. Okay, so once you are downloaded this one, so you just click on it, automatically it will download. No need to download any other thing. Once you download it, so find it where you downloaded and copy on your desktop. Copy on your desktop. Okay. Now open the Putty. So this is my Putty. It is a, you can see the thunder symbol. So putty.exe. Okay. So in the putty.exe, what is the IP address of Linux? Linux IP address is this one. Okay. So put the IP address here. Linux system IP address. Linux system IP address, and make sure it is SSH. And port number is 22 already. Connection type is SSH. Other connections are there, serial, other, telnet, ra, like some options are there, but we are using SSH. So this is Linux IP address and select the SSH. For first time, I'm showing directly open. Now it shows Putty security alert, accept. Putty security alert, accept. Okay. Then it is asking login as very small letters. I'm going to increase the size of the letters. Okay. So you can see this Putty symbol. Okay. Right click on it, change settings. Go to Windows, appearance. It's showing 10 points. So I'm changing to bold, 20 points. Apply. Guys, can you able to see the screen right now? So it is look a little bigger. Okay. Now I'm logging as a root and password. So directly I logged into my PC. Just look at a PWD and look at a host name. I log into my PC only. Okay. So this is called a remote. So what is the meaning? In my server room or somewhere, my Linux PC is there. I am accessing from my PC using Putty application. Putty is a more easy application. You can able to use it. Some people think like yes or no. Why we need a Putty? Why can't you use CMD? Why can't you use that kind of stuff? Yes, we can use it. SSH root at the rate 192.168.0.120. So this is I am accessing with a normal CMD. SSH is a protocol. SSH is a protocol. I didn't use any options here, but yes, password admin at the rate 123. So I'm in a Linux. This is a command prompt. Normal Windows command prompt. Now it is a Linux command prompt. Understand, guys? I'm exit. Okay, but why Putty means Putty is more illiterate type, means more options are there, more kind of background designing and all these things you can able to do it with the Putty. Okay, next I have a list of users are there. So one Putty I will open with a multiple Putty kind of stuff, means at least two Putties I will open. Okay, so tail -5 /etc/pass.wd. So these are all users I created. So one is a student 15A, Dheeraj, Gayatri, Magasyam, and Channareddy. Like this, these users I created yesterday. So in this one, Magasyam and Channareddy both are in a same group. Okay, and here these are in a different groups. But whatever it is, I'm open another Putty. So this is another Putty. Very good. 190.168.0.128. Go to appearance mode. If you don't like this kind of appearance, so you can choose different colors also. Like you can see both foreground, default foreground, modify. Foreground means black in color. Bold foreground is also background. So background is white color. So white and black combination. Yes. Okay. See, it's here it is. I'm logging as a student. So multi-users also you can able to log in. If you put a who, so how many users are logging? Who am I? How many users are? Which user you are logging? You are okay. See this. The most of the time, if you are not doing any administration task, no need to log in as a root. So you have to log in as a normal user only. So based on that, you can able to. That's it about a remote access. You guys understand or not how to use SSH remote access?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Lot of other settings are there for SSH kind of stuff. You can use it. So very simple. Login and you do this kind of stuff. Here for a student, I didn't done SSH key generation. I didn't done SSH key generation for a student user. Dot SSH. Not showing here. It is dot SSH. Okay. I didn't generate SSH key generator for student, but it is automatically connecting because 7 version anyway. 6 and 7 of all. Okay, yeah. So that's it. Guys, take a small break and we will go to next session. Now, from now onwards, I use everything on this remote terminals only. Okay. So that too, I need a management kind of stuff, right? So that is unique. But yeah, of course, I'm searching for my app. Okay. So what I have to do? Just stop recording.